All right, there was a report on ESPN this morning saying that two NFL teams are interested, or at least two NFL teams are interested in ex-college coach, Utah, Florida, Ohio State coach Urban Meyers. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And I was just wondering, like, what if the Detroit Lions are one of those teams? And I ain't knocking Urban Meyers. I think Urban Meyers has shown the ability to be able to adjust. Okay, he won't come into the league like Chip Kelly and not to make no adjustments. I think he might have more success depending on the situation you go to. He might have more success than Nick Saban had. And there was a report or a story, you can look this up, that one of the players had like a seizure on the field, and Nick Saban walked right over him and walked back into his office or into, the practice facility or whatever it was. And Nick Saban, just don't seem like he could lead men. Even though he is a man, he can't lead men in the NFL. He better off with kids. But I think Urban Meyers would do way better. Not saying he's going to be a championship or even had the success that Jim Harbaugh had. And think about it, Jim Harbaugh had more success than Nick Saban did in the pros. And maybe that's where Harbaugh, basically should be at. But with Urban, I wouldn't be mad if Urban became the head coach of the Detroit Lions. If the Lions are one of those teams that's interested in Urban Meyers, I wouldn't have no issue with it. I think Urban Meyers is a great coach. I respect Urban Meyers. At this point, I wouldn't be mad if him or Jim Tressel came back and coached the University of Michigan. That's how desperate I am at this point. But he showed that, with mobile quarterbacks, he can do it. He showed with stationary quarterbacks, he can do it. JT Barrett and Braxton Miller, Alex Smith, Tim Tebow, Chris Leak. He had all types of quarterbacks. What's the old boy name too? Dwayne Haskins. He had him as a pocket quarterback. So, he's shown that he can make those adjustments. The thing is, Urban Meyers tend to get bored, and his health is a big thing to that. But he tends to get bored. I think it is. And I think the challenge in the NFL is good for him. I think he one of those coaches that can step it up. I think he one of those coaches that can demand respect. And he ain't got to worry about no violations. Each man on his team is responsible for themselves. So in college, if somebody get in trouble, like everybody in the program, assistant coaches, players, practice player or walk-ons you are responsible for. So in the NFL, you don't have to worry about the stress of, violations or none of that nature. So I think, man, I'm open to him coaching the Lions. I think he could do a good job. I remember years ago, before Bob Stoops retired and stepped down from Oklahoma University, people were talking about bringing Bob Stoops here. And I just looked at Bob Stoops as he never conquered college football. Like in Oklahoma, they always believed in scoring more points, and they never defended. With Urban Meyers, he had elite defenses, elite offenses at several different programs. And he also was at Bowling Green. I think that's where he got to start off. So is he at the top of my list? Absolutely not. But I think it's worth a shot. And I don't think he'll come in with a college offense. I think he could just he really can adjust his offense to whatever offense that needed to be. So, I think he'd be he'd be a good professional head coach. He just could make the adjustments, and he just seemed more flexible than Nick Saban. I think he's more flexible than Jim Harbaugh. So, if he did become a Lions coach, I'm open to it. I'm also, was open to Lincoln Riley, but my only issue with Lincoln Riley is simply, he didn't believe in defense. I think Urban has a good mix of knowing how to have balance with defense and offense. But I also wonder, who are the two teams? The Lions ain't really knowingly interviewed head coaching candidates. It seemed like they're going to get the GM down and then, interview the coaches. But who knows? Maybe they have interest. Maybe it's another team. It got to be a team that's firing their head coach. You think about the Lions, they already fired their head coach. They one of a few teams if it's another team in Atlanta. So those are two teams. So I don't really imagine somebody saying, well, we're going to interview them before we fire our coach. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request, all our social media links in the description. Check them out. Want to make a donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time we go.